I saw Nev Campbell in a restaurant the other day, and I was like, I looked over my shoulder and did this thing where I hate when people do to me, where they like look and then snap back and pretend like they didn't see or something. I'm like, just come say hi. And then my friend was like, you should just go say hi. And I was like, no way. And then she invited us to sit down and like chat for a minute. It's funny who actually star strikes you. It's never who you expect. It's a physical thing. It's right. Like maybe you love a musician, maybe you love an actor so much, but you see them and you're like, yeah, cool, that's them, they're a person. There are some people that just get in there physically, and then your body goes, ah, because like logically there's no reason, it's a person, but I get it. Pablo Larraín called me on the phone one day and said that he endeavored to make a movie about Diana Spencer. And I was like, who is that? He's like, it's actually Princess Diana. And that was her real name. And so the movie's like a 3-day meditation kind of fever dream poem attempting to imagine what a certain period of time felt like for her as she was trying to carve out what her identity was. It was a lot less imagining than you would imagine in something that was so sort of strange. I think physically it was kind of about seeing how much I could put myself through, how cold I could get, how skinny I could get, how tired I could get. I still felt 10 feet tall, though. There's something about her, even just by osmosis, just imagining her as a figure, the things that I've been impressed by, the things that I've felt protective of, the things that worry me about her, they're still oddly, unshakably strong. I definitely attribute that to this kind of spooky transference, her energy, who she was. It just sort of was unstoppable. I'm an Aries. That thing is strikingly accurate for mine, and in a way that's scary. It's always the best part is, the more highly evolved Aries will do this. The less evolved Aries will do this. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I can kind of see the good and the bad in mine. I think Aries are like the Labradors of, I've been told that. A little too reactive, I think. But then that's also the cool part, you know? We're here, we're present. But watch out.
What?
Hot side. I sing in the car and stuff. I'm not a singer. Karaoke song though, I don't know. I think it's nice when people really go for it. And so I'm not that, like I love when people strike that balance of like they're performing and having a moment and really leaning into the silliness of karaoke, but not taking their minute to let everyone know that they're actually a great singer, because that also makes me cringe. Yeah. I haven't found my balance yet. I usually just like scream Blink-182 songs because that's just like, that's my safe place. I go pop punk. Yeah. A good Suzi Quatro song would be fun too.
What voice do you use to talk to your dogs?
Oh God. Okay, let me just picture Cole. It's so embarrassing. It makes absolutely no sense. For some reason I call her Nini. Her name's Cole, and her like her pet name, like baby name, is Neen, like Nini. And I think it just goes from, you go like, hey Cole, hey Coley, hey Colleen, hey Coley Nini. It's like how long has this taken to evolve? Like how many silly baby names do you have to get all the way from Cole to Nini? She always wants to make sure everything's like cool and then everyone's sort of like chilling and no one's getting too riled up. So I'm always like, oh, police officer Cole is on duty. She has a little blue collar as well, so she's in like black and blue, and she just sometimes is like, she's kind of a serious pooch. And I make fun of her for that. Oh yeah, even like in a serious way too. I'll be like, Neen. She'll be like, when I was younger, I used to ask like every adult actor that I was working with, like, would you ever like be directed by a kid, like someone under 18? And I was saying that at like 12, like as if 18 that's when you were an adult. And so it was like, would you ever work with an under 18 director though? And it was always like, well, I think I'd have to sit down and really talk to that person. I'm like, okay, well let's talk. We'll find something. I think when I was little, I just wanted to do a great job. Like I just wanted to be able to keep going. I wanted to stay in the equation. I think my first experience with working with a director, when we started hanging out and doing scenes and I did the audition, suddenly her eyes kind of opened in this sparkly way and she saw something new, and we were both kind of mutually moved by what was happening in the room. And as a 9-year-old, I was like, this is it. This is the feeling. I couldn't believe it. And I've been chasing that ever since, that thing of like you create something together. People have gone blind doing this, lost eyes. I have friends that if you open a bottle around them, they like run out of the room. And where do you want this going? Like directly into camera, right? I know, I'm kidding. I know about cameras, all right? I'm an actor.